Hi everybody, Happy Gamer Guy back again. I left off right around here last time, but in between episodes I decided to do a little bit of work. I ran around town, by around town I mean around the town, inside and outside, did a big loop, and collected all of the alchemy ingredients I could find. And I got quite a good bit. If you look at my inventory here, I think we are... Where is my list of it? There we go. Right here are pretty much all the things I was able to find. 24 celandines, white myrtle petals, I found 58 of those. So quite a few things. I even found a field of hops. So if I ever need to make anything in the future, I should be able to pretty quickly. Though I am missing a few things for some rather useful alchemy items here, like oils. I'm still looking for some dog tallow, bear fat. I found a recipe for superior beast oil somewhere, which means I need enhanced beast oil and regular beast oil, so it's going to be a bit of time before I get those. So, anyways, let's get back to what we were doing. We were looking for the devil by the well. Let's see if we can get Roach back here. There he is. Okay.
Does the sun ever shine in this land?
It's a little rainy outside, and it's the middle of the day, but I should be able to get something done here. At least it's not nighttime. I think a lot of these things outside are more powerful at night, so even though it is dark and rainy, we should be okay. Guess we'll cut cross country. We should be there pretty soon. Oh, there. Okay, there we are. Oh, there it is. Okay. Kind of like a wraith. So, I want to use Yrden, if I can. There we go. Okay, here we go.
From as well, a noon wraith. Wonder what it's doing here.
Noon wraiths in the bestiary. Okay. Well, let's see here. We go to the glossary. Noon wraiths. Okay, on particularly searing summer days when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are noon wraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the fields searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals. There they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time. They are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or torn veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible. Vulnerable against Yrden, Spectre Oil, and Moondust. Well, I don't have Moondust, I don't think, or the Spectre Oil. Here's the unique entry. The residents of White Orchard had suffered more than their fair share of misfortunes. Passing armies had trammeled their spring planting, a griffin had begun abducting their livestock, and, the rotten icing on this painful cake, a noon wraith haunted a nearby well. No wonder the locals called this final evil a devil. The Witcher could sense something bound her to this place, and in that order to send her off into the ethereal realms, he would first need to learn her secret. Once that was done, he would have to prepare for battle. And a noon wraith is a demanding opponent. She can disorient her victim by blinding him and creating mirror images of herself. These copies slowly suck their victim's life energy, while their mistress remains untouchable. In order to defeat her, the Witcher could not rely on his silver sword alone. The Erden sign would also be needed to trap her and force her to take on material form. Okay. So it looks like I'm doing this alright.
The Noon Wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
Just make sure she doesn't...
She's not attacking.
Yeah. Alright, well, we'll just keep an eye on her there and check some things out. I got my bear fat. Do I need that for Spectre oil? Let's see here. Yes! Alright, Spectre oil. Let's make that. Perfect. Now I've got something to use against her. Okay, I see some bones.
A man, stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. But it's not his blood. Bloodstains, barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive. A journal might be useful.
Okay. So I'm guessing that's the 27th day of the 3rd month of 1250, maybe? Let's see. It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Vizima. Listed all the harm he's done us. How he killed Johann for not taking off his cap quick enough. How he trampled our fields when drunk with nary a thought of repayment. How he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his right of the first night. Now we've finally got what we begged Metelle for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can now finally strike out on our own. At last we can live as free men. That does not sound like a good beginning here. The first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home and Hazelwood smoke to drive out evil. Buried a marten under the gate to make sure no thieves crossed our threshold. And then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother says it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't plows or hoes, and that we ought to return it to the merchant. Over my dead body. I'll never take it off. I'll always be there to remind me of Volker. And how happy we were that day. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal, to beg us to return to the village. They say he's calm since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. Well, we'll see. One way or another, I have no intention of moving 1 inch from here. I'm guessing I know what happened. This lord here, he doesn't sound like a very friendly guy.
Bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place.
You know, I'm thinking the Lord came and killed everybody. I mean, that would make sense.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well.
I'm thinking that she's not going to want me over by the well. If I get close, I think she's going to come at me here.
Noon Wraith won't stray too far from the well.
Let's just give her some room. Okay.
Whoa, got too close.
Okay, here we go.
She fled, but she'll be back tomorrow. Something's keeping her here.
Okay, what is that?
Body's dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noon Wraith did this.
So she killed a dog, I think. Maybe a pig, I don't know. Okay, so I see a rope.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
Okay. Well, let's search the other buildings first. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything good. So I guess I'll have to find her arm because of the bracelet, and I probably need the whole body to burn. So I need a rope. Something to jump down a well with. I wonder if I can maybe knock this debris out of the way, or can I just jump over it? Sort of over it, maybe. Okay, let's see. There we go. I'll take all these crafting supplies. Alright, stuff to sell, some alchemy stuff. Stuff for crafting. Awesome. Alright, I guess it's down the well then. Okay, so far so good. Looks pretty nice down here at least, so let's dive down. Alright. Hey, look, I think it's the arm. Alright. Well, I can't use the rope, obviously. Let's gather some mushrooms here. Let's see, over that way maybe, or this way? Probably this way.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noon Wraith for good. Better do it near the well.
Okay, so far so good. Alright, I guess I'll have to swim. Oh, what's this? Nice. Guess you never know what you're going to find out here. I'm just glad there's no drowners down here. I really don't want something grabbing at me. Alright, where's this come out at?
Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions.
Okay, so here's the village. There's Roach. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Alright, I made the Spectre oil. Swallow... Yes, I want to make some swallow. I'll definitely need that for healing. Might as well make some necrophage oil. Let's see, bombs. Samum. Blinds opponents. I don't think I can use that. Grape shot. I'll make that just so I have something to destroy nests with. Alright, it looks like everything I can make. Let's see what we can equip here. Okay, bombs. I'll use that. Potions, we'll use some of that. Okay, I have Tawny Owl, Stamina Regeneration, and then Swallow for Vitality Regeneration. Alright, Spectre Oil. Okay. Alright, I think we are set. I think we've done just about everything we can do. Okay. Make sure we're on Yurden. And let's try to do this.
And the bracelet. Igni.
Okay, there she is. That is a...
Hey, I think it worked.
Okay, it must be a copy. Come into the circle. Oh crap.
She's gone. For good.
Okay, that went easier than expected. I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, what do we get? Noonwraith Mutagen, that'll be useful. Noonwraith Trophy. Alright. Let's go and see a man about our reward. Alright, here we are.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
Well... How nice do I want to be? I mean... She is young, he still has time to save, I guess, but... I don't know. He can keep the coin. I have loot from this town, so...
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin for Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words, you've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least. Good luck.
Oh, wow. Alright. I'll take the amethyst. That's not bad at all. Well, let's see here. I want to take a quick look around. Because I think there's something...
The Griffins boy knows a merchant who travelled to Northgard once. Oh, the strange...
When I was out collecting herbs and stuff, I think I saw a quest marker around the beach here. Yeah, there it is. This lady here has some sort of a quest.
Hey! Anyone home?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at my window, peering at the goings-on. He must have heard, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I, and you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening, just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. I was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Interesting. What is he doing, frying in the dark?
Interesting. What happened then?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left, locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Ring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Okay, sure, I'll get her frying pan back.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Alright, frying pan, spick and span. Let's see what we can do. Well, aim at the door. There we go. Alright. Oh, rotting flesh. Nice. Some money. Runestone, oil.
A corpse. Explains the stench.
Ah.
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing.
So what happened to him?
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kinda soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
I'll take all that good stuff. Alright, what's that underneath the stove?
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
Let's see what these papers are. And when you arrange to meet, you fucking show up. I did, risking my life in the entire blasted operation, and ended up standing there with my plow and conch in my hands waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organized than that, but you... something. Tell that blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations. But since our old plan's gone tits up, this time we'll choose the time and place for our next meeting. Okay. So somebody's meeting the Nilfgaardians. Well, at least there's the pan.
The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
Interesting.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road. Fry up a nice white fish
wow.
for supper. Or a pie.
Looks like I got some, yeah, baked apples. Bread. Apple juice. Nice. She's just feeding me. I won't complain. A little bit of food for finding a frying pan? Absolutely. Alright, let's see.
Got a lump of bread today.
Think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Let's see. What do we have for crafting schematics here? Components. I can make some components, but I can make this jacket, but I sold that armor, so that's going to be tough. I found one of these, but the armor's not as good as what I can make. So I do need a few more things for that. Hunting gauntlets. A little bit better than what I have. You'd be level 12. And this need to be level 2. It's a little better than my steel sword. So it looks like the Velen longsword is a little better. No armor piercing bit though. Now I can't quite make it, but only 7 more damage. It's not too important. So let's move on. Let's see this hunter.
That's it, Roach.
I think we're ready to start tracking down this griffin.
Anyone home?
Must be out hunting.
Okay.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Well, let's see where he went. And what he's hunting. There he is.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure, why not?
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't. Too late. Attacked another one.
Alright. Well, let's see here. I had to pick one off. Alright, where are you? Alright, there we go.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
Well, you know, I'm a freak too.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other.
Oh, okay.
Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself.
Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Oh, not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Well, I guess the town folk aren't exactly the most open-minded of people. Okay, I see some blood.
Was here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Yeah, they may have been Nilfgaardians, but, I mean, really, they don't deserve this.
Ground's black, saturated with blood. Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. A camp. These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Alright, let's see where they came from. Oh, I'm gonna have to jump that. Alright. I didn't fall down. That's an accomplishment in itself. Alright. Well, I guess we gotta go up, up, and up. Okay. Another jump. I think.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Oh my. Okay.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth.
Alright, so I see a dead griffin here. Some bodies.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Alright then. I guess it's back to town. Though... Okay. Some loot in the nest. wonder if there's anything to really look at with the nest. I guess not. Alright, well, let's see. I'm going to need to get back down the mountain here.
Faster.
Okay, so there was a griffin attacking people, and I guess the Nilfgaardians snuck up on one of them, killed it. So the other one, its mate, is really pissed off, and it killed them, and now it's just killing things in the area, maybe? That makes some sense. Well, we'll see what Vesemir has to say about the matter.
Flood?
Take it easy.
Boy in clinics. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes. This boy, will he venture out to inspect his grain anytime soon?
What for? Harvest is a long way off yet.
Wonder what that's about.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Well, I have some buckthorn.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside.
That's
Remember
very true.
Trenigor, hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up? Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Alright, I think it's time to set the trap.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Okay, so let's see if we have any information on these things. Okay, it looks like grape shot, hybrid oil, and ard. Alright, so let's see if I have any hybrid oil. Or can I make it? Just beast oil. Grape shot, I don't have anything for, and I don't think anybody in town has the ingredients. Well, looks like this steel sword's better than the one I have. Critical hit damage bonus or armor piercing. I think right now I'll take the critical hit damage bonus. I'm not really fighting anybody with armor, so I guess we'll just figure that for now. That one's not very good either. Okay, so potions. I don't have any hybrid oil. I have Thunderbolt, though. Okay, we'll take some Thunderbolt. I don't need the Tawny Owl right now. Okay. I do want to assign a point. Just made level 2. Let's see. Fast attack. Okay, fast attacks with either sword. Strong attacks, which ignore armor. Wolf School defensive technique. I can build a crossbow. I can go into a battle trance. Signs. Let's see, blast of telekinetic energy. Alright, well, I'm going to read through these things here, and I'll do some prep before I head over to the field with Vesemir. We'll get all that done so I don't bore you guys with that, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode of I'm Gonna Kill a Griffin, and hopefully not make any noob mistakes. I think I'm getting a little bit better at this. Remember how I should fight, see what's going on, use my oils, use my potions. I think we'll be pretty good. Maybe turn up the difficulty some. I don't know. But we'll find out next time, and I'll see you guys then. Have an awesome day.